Hey guys, it's me, Joseph, with Ahavah Farm, and I am just chilling in the garden today. I came out here, put the computer away, put all the tools away, whatever, cleaned up the office, and I came out here and, I wanted to just kind of be quiet for a little bit. And of course, my my son's driving his ATV around the property with my other son on his back, so it's not as peaceful as it was. But the crickets and the crickets are really loud. The frogs are loud, and it's so neat. I mean, really think about it, like the amount of diversity that we've created, the amount of life in our soil, earthworms, snakes, frogs, toads, all different types of critters, all different types of bugs and things. I mean, there's so much diversity on this farm now. When we first moved here, it was like, to find a frog on the property or a worm, like all of our neighbors, they're like, we've never seen a worm ever in Peyton, and they've lived here for years, and they're like, yeah, we've never seen an earthworm out here. That's how bad the soil is, But anyway, I'm sitting here amongst the flowers, and it's cool because if you look at our pasture, I'm going to show you our pasture. Look at that. You see those flowers? Oh. See those flowers there? And the flowers that are surrounding us? Look at that. See that? Yeah. That is all due to just our practices, and like our chickens and alpacas and things of that nature. So like if you look anywhere around us, like look at this field. See that? I mean, that's a huge property. All those properties, no flowers. It's kind of cool. So it's kind of neat to see how we've changed our at least our property. It's not much, but it can be done. It's cool. I was contemplating today about like what we've built and what we've done. Not just from a community standpoint, not from I talk a lot about the community, I talk a lot about all the other stuff, but actually like just talking about just the food that we've created and the way that we've improved our soil and our diversity on our farm and stuff like that. It's really neat. It's really, really cool. And the quality of our crops, and the fact that somebody came up to the market stand on Friday, and she was like, oh my gosh, wow. She said, this is the type of produce that you're supposed to see in France, not here in Colorado. And that was a really nice compliment. But it's really cool. Even if I was talking to a friend today, and I said, even if my CSA or my quality was like a little bit lower than other farms in the area, I would be happy with that. But it's not. I mean, I'm not trying to. I mean, it just is what it is. We absolutely grow the best. I mean, it's just the best produce. It's beautiful. It's clean. It's the bricks scores. I'm going to do a video on our brick scores. By the way, we have very high bricks in our produce, and I've done some testing. What I really want to do is I want to go to the grocery store, get a store tomato, and then test it live or something like that. That'd be kind of cool to show you the nutritional value of our produce. But the fact that we grow absolutely the best stuff, and not only do we grow the best stuff, if we didn't, I'd be okay with that, because we're doing it in the way that we are doing it. We're doing it out in the middle of the flippin' high plains desert. That is one of the most difficult places in the entire country to grow. We're at 6,000, almost 600 feet. Probably about 4 or 5 times a year, the wind hits 100 plus miles per hour. This is grasshopper haven. So we have major wind problems. We have major bug problems. I mean, we're in the prairie, for Pete's sake, and of course there's going to be tons of grasshoppers. The wind is terrible. We have major temperature swings. I mean, today was 96 degrees is what it hit today. But when we woke up this morning, it was like 40 something degrees outside. That's just insane. So tomatoes don't even know what to do with that, right? In the wintertime, it's even worse. It'll get to like negative temperatures and then get up to like 70 degrees in the middle of the day. It's just insane. The temperature swings are crazy. So that's really difficult on plants. Then, I mean, think of the elevation, right? We're so close to the sun, and it's so intense on the plants. I mean, it's like really intense. So even if it was like not as hot, the intensity of the sun is still like just really crazy. Hail, Colorado has, if I'm right, it has the most number of hailstorms in the country. And I want to say like anywhere on Earth, but maybe that's the lightning. I'm not sure if I'm confusing the two, but gosh, the hail here is just insane. There's never any rain, and if there is rain, it comes in extreme precipitation events where it just downpours and does like 2 inches in an hour. It's just like, it's terrible. It's like absolutely. We had somebody from Utah come for 3 days or whatever. He just wanted to intern and learn. He was here for 3 days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and he's at 5,000 feet or something like that. And he was telling me about how terrible his climate is and the soil. And he was laughing because he's like, boy, I feel much better about myself now, because he said I thought my climate was bad. He's like, this is crazy, like this is really bad. And I was talking to a woman that lives around here. She's I don't want to mention her name because I don't want to put her out there on the video, but she's an instructor, a permaculture instructor. Very learned individual. She's been here for years. She lives 3 miles from here, and she was talking about how, we were going back and forth about how people tell us all the time, oh, we can't grow that at my place. Oh, you don't understand the soil at my place, or oh my goodness, the environment where I live, and her and I were talking like how funny that is, because I mean, everybody says, oh, we can't do it. Oh, my place is the worst or whatever. But like holy crap, it really is really bad here. I mean, it's really bad growing location. But anyway, I say all that. It's like, but the coolest part is the fact that we're doing it the way that we're doing it. Not just in the environment we're doing it, but we're doing it with completely zero fertilizer, zero inputs, without tilling our soil, with heirloom only crops, 100% solar powered, with no tractors, no tilling, no heavy machinery, only with biology. That's it. We're growing 100% only with biology. We're using water, but we're not using a lot of water. We monitor that. We're there's something that we consider to be water negative, and I can get into that in a different day. But we use water, water efficiencies. We don't use flood irrigation or anything that's like terrible like that. That's inefficient like that. It's just really neat. It's really neat that we can grow 75 plus. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's looking good. In a drought year, 75,000 pounds plus in a drought year on 1 acre, 1.38 acres. So less than an acre and a half. That's what we're growing on here. That's cool, man. That's cool. And we're pumping out food left and right. And the quality is outstanding. And our CSA is going great. And, I mean, are there things that I'd want to change or make better? Yeah, sure. Of course. I mean, there's a lot of things. But it's just cool that we're able to do this and grow such amazing, bountiful food. And to support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 livelihoods. You know, I mean, that's pretty cool, you know, and well, not only just my whole family, you know, 5 children, um, you know, Josh's family, Sarah, Andrew, Kenyon, Haley. It's really cool. It's really neat, and we're doing it all with biology. We don't use anything, and it's funny because people don't really understand what I say when I say we don't use anything, and they're like, they hear me, and then they're like, "Oh, do you use bone meal?" I'm like, "No, I don't. I don't use anything." You know, or blood meal, you know, or fish emulsion, or do you? Oh, what do you put for minerals in your soil? Like I just told you, I don't use anything. I just use biology. Oh, okay. And then they're like, "So do you use rock dust?" I'm like, "No, man. I just told you, I don't use anything. I use biology. That's it." And it's foreign to so many people, but really, it's not really that foreign. It's what our ancestors did. It's what our great grandparents did. And I was talking to somebody today about, oh, it's a revolution, but the truth is, it's not a revolution. It's just the way your great grandparents did it, you know. So it's special. It's cool. It's amazing. It's awesome. And in this climate, economic climate of cheap food prices and stuff, look, it's not easy, but we're doing it, and we're making a living, and we're supporting people, and we're feeding people, and we're doing it all with biology. It's pretty rad. So anyway, that's it for tonight. Talk to you later.